Ready for the mosh pit, shaka bra.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to StrangeCast, Player One vs. World Life is Strange fan podcast. This is episode 114. Side B, Side A is now available on podcast services and YouTube. I'm one of your hosts, Adnan Riaz. My co-host Adam is here. Adam, you're here.
I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
actually here. I'm live on the podcast. This is crazy, dude. Wow.
Yeah. Do you know that video that I
Stoked.
sent you, the meme with the duck? And it's like, my pet duck Adam. I'm going to put him out in the water. And he like runs away. He's like, no, Adam. That's basically the podcast when I'm like, Adam, you're free. And he's like, scurries away. I'm like, no, Adam. Like,
no, come back. You're scheduled for next week.
we have to keep the ball rolling. But yes, we're back, obviously. So this is going to be a very heavy Lost Records focus as well. And it's I think it's going to be a shorter episode, famous last words, but it's not as heavy as the other stuff. It's been very quiet as well. We are blessed with Dimitri M. Johnson and co making Life is Strange TV show. So we are waiting for formal announcements and whatnot. But yeah, before we start as well, if you are new here, please do consider dropping subscribe on the channel, turn notifications, like the video, share your friends. We've just crossed 2,100 subscribers, so if you can help us get to 2,200, that would be amazing. And StrangeCast is available on all podcast services, so we're available on Spotify with the video version, Apple Podcasts. We've got over 330 followers on Spotify. We've got 50 ratings on Spotify, so if you can rate us, that's great. You boost our visibility, and you can also follow us there, get instant access to your podcast episodes as soon as they become available. We're on Patreon, so obviously you can go support us on Patreon. The Patreon tier will come soon live as well or it might be a live, depending on when this episode comes out. You can get for the crossover episode, which me and Adam will be recording at the end of September, for the Lost Records Journal X StrangeCast as well. It's built on topics that you submit, and it's built on that. And there's other Patreon incentives that we're trying to add here and there. And obviously anything from the Patreon goes back into the channel as an investment. And speaking of which, obviously, Michelle and Luc's interview, I hope it's out by the time this part comes out as well. I'm still trying to fight with my own self for getting schedules and done stuff. So obviously, stay tuned for that. Speaking of which, Adam, should we go into our first piece of news?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Because it relates to the interview that I've also been neglecting because of schedules and whatnot. So as you can see here, Adam, as well, I'm pulling up on Instagram for you and also for the lovely video people, if it pulls up on screen. There it is. So this is from Instagram. This is Mr. Luc Baghadoust, as well, as you can see here. Bag of dust or Baghadoust, depends on what you want to call it.
Loose bag of dust.
Yes, Luc's bag of dust. I like that. So as you can see the video on screen as well, and Luc's put here as well. Even though Michelle and I started working on by the way, so I just saw Sam Bradley as well when Michelle was talking to him. I was like, right. I was like,
oh,
is that Sam Bradley?
I didn't notice that.
Very early in the video, it's like Michelle standing there, and I can't like stop and play it because the Instagram feature doesn't have that. I think it should replay as it goes on, but he was standing on the left. Yeah, Sam and it was Michelle, I think. But as you can see here, there's Oscar Gilbert and Michelle. Just crazy.
Yeah.
Luke's put here, even though Michelle and I started working 6,000 kilometers apart, 5 years ago today, I officially became the very first employee of the newly created Don't Nod Montreal, which is quite crazy. So he was the first person there. From the tiny 4-person room Frederica and I started to the amazing team that brought Lost Records to life. It's been a fantastic ride. A huge thank you to everyone who helped build this team in the studio and to everyone who is following our adventures. So as you can see it there, and you can see like a big video montage. I'll come back to that as well because I'll just pull up the next part as well as we discuss here. Because I'm going to go here onto the screen. As you can see, this is on LinkedIn as well. Don't Nod Montreal posted about it as well. They put here, how time flies. This month marks Luc Baghadoust's 5 years with our Montreal studio. From Remember Me to Lost Records Bloom Rage, Luc has evolved with Don't Nod for the past 16 years, which is a remarkable feat. We couldn't have asked for a better founding member to, it's crazy, isn't it? Founding member to lead and inspire our team. Happy work anniversary, Luc. And as you can see, Luc's posted some photos there. Hot Dog Man is obviously visibly there. And Luc's statement is very, is the same as it is on Instagram. But I'll pull the video back on the screen for you guys as well here for Thingy. As you can see, there's the 4-man studio. Adam, here he is on the left. If you watch here, it comes on very briefly with no, he's not on yet. Michelle will be standing here in the middle or something, and then Sam Bradley's standing on the left, if I'm right, and it's coming up in a moment for people. There he is.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
I know that man bun anywhere. That is Mr. Sam Bradley. I'm a fellow man bun person as well when I do wear it. But as you can see, the video is very cool as well, and like a lot of little moments in there, little things in there as well. In between, there was a news topic in there. I haven't put it in, but we'll do it for another time. Involves Corey's bike, which Luke admitted about as well on the screen. But no, very very cool, incredible as well when you think about it, because it's like 16 years he's been at Don't Nod as well, and like
Crazy.
in a cutthroat industry where people like chop and churn and like or might move into other studios and whatnot.
Yeah.
His like career trajectory is crazy as well. Like going from like it's just when we talk about him, when you talk about like almost left Don't Nod, it's like thank God you
Yeah.
didn't, because it's like crazy as well.
Yeah.
You went and won a BAFTA with your team. You went and made Montreal. You've seen all the crazy stuff that's happened in the world, and everything else that's happened in it. But it's an amazing career. I always find it interesting when you speak to some of the developers and like the massive resumes. Like Alejandro was like that as well when he worked at Square Enix, where he worked on all the Life is Strange games, but before Double Exposure and stuff. And it's like the portfolio of games and what you can talk to. And with Luke as well, you could talk to him for like hours and hours, like about his life, and then just also the games as well and what he does. It's just amazing, which is quite crazy. So yeah, 16 years at Don't Nod, 5 years at Montreal, and it's cool to know that he's the first employee. That was something I didn't know as well, which is mad. Yeah, what a time.
16 years, like you said, like in an industry that's doesn't have a lot of tenure,
Yeah.
Like I talk to a lot of developers out here, and they just go like move from studio to studio, they move place to place. To be 16 years at the same company is a blessing in this industry. So yeah, congratulations to Luke. Really good blessing, and hopefully, we get a few more years out of you at least. So 16 years. Great.
Yeah, congratulations, Luke, as well. It's very, very, very well deserved. And it's up there with GOAT status for a lot of people who are in the industry and working and putting the graft in as well. So it's very much admired and deeply respected. And Adam, we'll move into our next piece of news as well. We won't go on this too much because obviously there's a massive podcast episode dedicated towards it, but I think it's worth bringing back in because it's kind of a bit more of a lengthier response as well. So obviously, as you can see here, I'm pulling the graphic up as well, which we made as well. Don't Nod responded to the TV show, but with a bigger statement on LinkedIn, the formal Facebook where everyone, absolutely hates people for like talking peak millennial behavior. But they put here as well, it's no secret that with more than 20 million players, Life is Strange has always been more than a game. It's a story that touched many, a story with unforgettable characters, powerful emotions, and dedicated community that continues to grow even 10 years after its release. We're so proud to see this universe adapted for television. It shows how stories can transcend the medium, and they were born in and reach new audiences in a variety of new ways. Television shows were among the inspirations behind the creation of Life is Strange. With this adaptation, the circle feels complete. Congratulations to the teams at Amazon, Square Enix, Story Kitchen, and Lucky Chap Entertainment for bringing us all this new chapter of Life is Strange. We cannot wait to see Max and Chloe's story, see how Max and Chloe's story will unfold on screen, and see old and new fans connect with it once again. Bit more of a bigger statement there. Interesting.
Yeah. I think they're trying to make it clear. It's like we're cool with this. We're so cool. We're very, very, very cool with this. Don't worry, everybody, because we're cool.
Yeah, it's also on LinkedIn as well. Like it's more characters compared to the social media feeds, and it's just a bit more of a media response and stuff. Very, very interesting. Like, yeah, you can't really read into PR and stuff like that. No one's ever going to say anything like that. That'd be like it'd be instead of like them just posting a picture of like Michelle with like absolute cinema, be like when the creators aren't involved with sassiness, that would be like the opposite of doing non-good PR. But PR is horrible as well because you have to like bite your tongue whilst doing it. It's like imagine if you sold your records to Scooter Braun and I was like sitting there being like your agent be like, Adam is thrilled that Scooter Braun owns the records and he's like making music off his music and like making money. It's like no. Very interesting statement though, a bit more lengthier and stuff, and not much else you can really read into this. Like
once again, like the entire eyes are like all of Life is Strange community is on Don't Nod right now. Like saying like, hey, how do you feel about this? And like they can't really say anything. Christian Devine said it like for everybody. Christian Devine just said like what he said on Twitter and just like I don't know. Like what else do you want? What else do you want?
And in a respectful way, Christian Devine doesn't have the same repercussion as Michelle and other people because Michelle still works at Don't Nod. And it's like when you and I don't know how Christian Divine's way what he does, but he's not specifically Don't Nod employee. So it's like when you're still attached to the series in some way, shape, or form, it's very difficult to kind of talk to it. You know, no, Don't Nod's not making games for it and stuff, but it has that affinity, and it puts Michel in that position. It's the same. This will come up in interview questions. He's going to get it at some point or another, but it's no different from Ashley Birch PR speak, double exposure. When she nipped it in the bud once, you can't really ask her again because she's just going to say the same thing now as well. She's got the kind of line nailed, and that's it. Like, pull him aside, he might have a different feelings. Like, that's going to be a different thing that you have to ask him about. Like, you know, I don't really know what he's thinking about the TV show. He's currently on his beach with his Kindle. But you know, like, that's a different story to knowing what someone actually feels internally compared to what they do externally, what they present with it, and it always happens as well. It's hard because I think even asking this in an interview as well, if this had happened before the Lost Records Journal podcast episode, what do you ask him? What's he going to say? Is it going to be a PR talk? Is it going to be nixed from the interview? Is Don't Know going to get involved at that point in turning things? Just like hypotheticals, when you do this kind of thing, I start thinking about this when I do journalism stuff. It's very hard to kind of even address this. I saw him when he did the double exposure interview. Do you remember we covered it? What he was saying, like all the other stuff about it.
Yeah.
It's like for me at least, objectively speaking, it's very PR speak because he's like, what's he gonna say? Anything he does, he creates a headline from it. So it's like at that point, you have to be smart and just nip it in the bud. Like, I'm not smart. I probably create more headlines as well. Be like, it sucks. Like, you know, that's the headline from it. But you know, you have to be very careful with journalists. You have to. They will look for a line and headline, and I've done it before as well with people. It's like, but you know, as you will. So there's Don't Nod statement. And as I said, we're not going to dwell on it too much because you know we have covered this on the big podcast episode, which you can go and check out, and it is available.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, Adam and Michel and whatnot, we can go into our next piece if you want, because that's obviously got a big Michel connotation towards it. And pull that off the screen. Here we go. So we're going to pull this on a screen share for you lovely people who are watching on the video version. If you're listening to the audio version, you are listening to my voice whilst I pull this up. And we move on to the screen share feature. And here we go. So as you can see, Adam, we posted on Thursday. We're kind of Saturday, the 20th of September. On the Thursday, it was Lost Records Bloom Rage, 7 months since Tape 1's release. So 7 months ago, they debuted Life is Strange. They debuted Lost Records Bloom Rage Tape 1. Bloom, it came out on console and PC. Crazy. It's been past the 6-month mark, and then also we're going into later stages of the year as well. I don't know if this year's felt like it's dragged or if it's just been a bit neutral for my side, but crazy that this came out at the beginning.
Yeah, it's been a year.
So picking up from where we just left off, because I don't know, we've had a little bit of connection issues / other technical things. It's going to be a little bit of editing and whatnot with this episode, so bear with us. So as you can see, Lost Records Bloom Rage, 7 months old as well from Tape 1's release. Crazy Adam as well for that. I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah, just because I was moving out here 7 months ago. So that's a little insane to think about that. Like, I was still in Fargo when this game was dropping, and now we're here. Now we're blessed.
We are fully blessed, and it's crazy. Like, it always seems like you're moving somewhere when games come out.
I know.
It's like a thing.
Yeah, True Colors, and then True Colors. I was moving to Fargo, and then like Lost Records Bloom Rage, I was moving to Raleigh. So always going to be moving around when these games drop.
Indeed. So very excited. Crazy times as well for it to be 7 months and everything else that's happened in between. So anniversary to Lost Records there, very 7-year anniversary as we're calling it now. 7 months anniversary. Adam, should we go to our next piece of news?
Oh yeah, let's go into the next piece.
Indeed. We only got little bits of news. It's not a huge amount. But as you can see here, Kid Katana has posted on the 17th of September saying, we had the pleasure of hosting at Play Lost Records vinyl signing session with the wonderful Ruth Radelet, and a few copies are available for you. One, just add Ruth with a blue heart as a comment when placing your order. First come, first serve. So you have a limited amount. As you can see there, there's Ruth Radelet. At the signing that they did in France with the vinyls as well, all the different variations. So I imagine that they had some with them. And you can order them online if you want that. And she's got a massive, lovely signature there on the Kid Katana vinyls. So they are there. And I was just going to add this on as well, as you can see here. Ruth Radelet as well posted on 11th September saying a belated thank you to everyone who came to our European tour and shows and gave us such a warm welcome. And I can't wait to tell you I can't tell you how good it felt to be back after so many years. So a European tour is completed. Very, very cool
Nice.
to see that. And you can get your own Ruth Radelet signed vinyl as
Yeah,
well. I would recommend them. They are great.
they are great. I
Seeing
wouldn't
that I
know,
have
but they are great.
yes, you're one of those people as Americans that are sitting there like, oh, I don't have my
I don't
vinyl. And
have
you're
any
like,
signed vinyls. I only have signed Punisher comics. I don't have that.
exactly. You are
Yeah.
losing it in the situation for that. But no, very cool though. As you can see, if you got the vinyl, that you can get one of those, and that'd be very cool as well. And obviously Ruth Radelet is a wonderful, wonderful human being as well. Absolute pleasure speaking of her about things as well when I met her and she signed my vinyl. So very cool nonetheless. Adam, should we go to our next piece of news?
Yeah, let's do it.
Indeed. So as you can see
This
here,
is
Adam,
fine.
as well, the Don't Nod
Yes.
Montreal crew met up and they signed each other's vinyls as well. So as you can see
Yeah, like
there,
a yearbook
um,
signing.
I know. It's very, very cool. Obviously there you can see that's from Luc's Instagram. It's got Good Time with Jean-Luc and the amazing Don't Nod Montreal team vinyl signing. And as you can see, all the different developers are there. I think that Mary's leaving at this point. So yeah, Mary's there as well. I think kind of like
Yeah.
tied in with the kind of like Mary leaving Don't Nod Montreal, but they all signed each other's vinyls. And as you can see, all the tags there. Juliet's there. Kathy's there, Jean-Luc's there, which is quite cool for them to be there. And you can see as well on top of this as well, this is a close look at the vinyl as well. This is from Kathy V, who posted this as well. That's her vinyl. As you can see, it's signed there with all the different signatures from different people. Where's Sam Bradley's signature? Where is Sam Bradley's signature?
Left
We are
out, as
demanding.
usual. Dang.
Indeed. Look at that, Pippin.
Pippin, yay!
Juliet and Pippin there, which is very, very
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, very cool. And then also as well, as you can see here, again, another photo of the signing as well. This is Jean-Luc posting this as well. And look at that, Adam. Look at that. You got
right
the
on the
vinyl
shoe.
right on the shoe there.
Right on the shoe. All that other extra space you could have done in that open space to the left of the sun. You could have gone onto the trees. No, right on the shoe. Right on the shoe.
Right on the shoe. Like literally everywhere. Like even Luke was like, I'll do it on here. I'll do it on the beam.
Yeah, on
the
the
pillar
deck.
that supports
Yes.
Don't Nod Montreal. I'll do that there. Even Juliet Pippin signed it there. Look at the corners like
Right
Jean-Luc,
next to the
Michelle, Joyce. Like look at all these people who signed it. Frederica's there as well. And Butler, no, right on the shoe. She
Right on
signed
the
it
shoe.
right there, Kathy Vicelli. This is Kathy V in a nutshell. That was her signing that vinyl, as you can see. Literally pure anarchy. That is a very cool vinyl to have right now.
Yes.
They've added a lot of value those to that. But yeah, very, very cool to see that. Hey, do you know what, Don't Nod Montreal? Do you have a Ruth Radelet signed one? No, you don't. I have that.
No.
There's the shade of that. No, I hope that Ruth one day visits the office and she can sign their vinyls and stuff. It's still very cool that to see them have their signed vinyls whilst people are there and whatnot. Adam, next piece of news.
Yes, let's do it.
Cool. As I said, guys, this is going to be a very literally start and stop with the news and stuff. We've had very like minimal news as it is. So as you can see, here's a couple of threads. So as you can see before, Marion has put that. Did I say Marion the last part? Sorry, Marion. Mary does come up in here. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
Marion Esquian has confirmed that she's leaving Don't Nod Montreal. So as you can see here on September the 5th, she put, so today is my last day at Don't Nod Montreal. I'm honestly so emotional writing this. It was such a tough decision to make, and I feel really sad to be leaving such a wonderful team filled with beautiful, talented human beings. Obviously, she quoted when she joined Don't Nod Montreal, as you can see back there in 2021 as a tweet at the bottom. Continuing on what she's put, over the past 4.5 years, I was given the opportunity to grow, and I learned so much. I'm deeply grateful. I was part of something so special. I made friends I will keep for life. I'm so proud of the beautiful game we created together, and it was a big challenge, and we made it. I wish the team nothing but the best for their next exciting project. I will forever be a Don't Nod fan. Don't mind me, just something in my eye. So very, very, very sad to see Mary go after working on Marion. There's too many M's here. I'm like, my mind is going crazy here. Marion, so sad to see Marion go. And I keep saying Mary because Mary is the next piece actually. But Marion is so sad to see her go. Obviously, having worked on that, it's going to be different as well. Like the next game they're going to make, there's so many people that have left, and the influences will change and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how it all kind of comes together. But nothing but the best to Marion on her next project and where she goes as well. It'll be very exciting. And obviously, thank you for your contributions to Lost Records. And sorry for me calling you Mary repeatedly. It's the M thing at the minute. And also being a bit dazzled because of the podcast schedule and what we've been doing. Speaking of which, Adam, should we go into our next piece of news? It's going to be a firing of different topics.
Yeah.
Did I mess that up? I think I've messed that up, the order. Yes, I have messed the order up. That's why I've been doing it. Sorry, it's because I messed the order up. Where's the other one? Yes. Right, hang on a minute. That's why I've been saying it's Mary. It was meant to be Mary's piece first before Marion. Let me pull this up. So here you go on the screen share. As you can see here, Mary Pouliot, who was at Don't Nod Montreal, was the principal cinematic artist. Am I saying that right? I got that right? Yes, I did. Principal cinematic artist on Lost Records, Bloom Rage. If you remember as well, when we spoke to Olivia, she was the one who really, pushed for Olivia's tape to be seen as well after she didn't get the role of Kat. We wouldn't have Olivia Lepore as Swann Holloway if it wasn't for Mary. It's kind of like push that forward. But she was unfortunately laid off from Don't Nod Montreal recently. That was a big tragic news. But one of the kind of big stories here, which is the fact that Mary's back in the gaming industry with a new role. So as you can see here, she put here, I'm thrilled to announce that I'm starting a new role as a senior cinematic artist for the marketing team at Behaviour Interactive. I want to thank everyone at Behaviour that I met during the hiring process. Your kindness and enthusiasm made me eager to join your team and face this new professional challenge. I consider myself very fortunate to have found a new job easily since my layoff at my previous studio, but several of my former colleagues are still searching for a new role. They're incredibly talented and resourceful, and it was a pleasure to work with them. Please consider them if you have any needs in animation and rigging. So you have obviously Sean Gomez, Daniel Cote, Marianne Hion, Jonathan Lynch, tech artist Laurent Dufense. You have the QAs with Sarah Cormier and Brandon Everest. Level and game designs. You have Matteo Trembelli, Sodna Yen, and Melissa F. And then also programming, you have Roxanne Henry, Henri. I'm going to say it's Henri. It's like Thierry Henry, is it? I'm going to say Henri. And then Matua Lemay. So sorry for butchering all those names, but I think that's very, for Mary, big, classy, very much a very classy response in that third paragraph. Like, I think the first two are great, obviously, but like for her to acknowledge the state of the industry, having talked by Adam as well, as we did on the podcast as well, like how difficult it was earlier with like, in terms of like Luke being at one studio for so long, but see Mary back is very, very, very good to see and very positive news. So congratulations, Mary. Obviously, thank you for your work on Don't Nod Montreal and Lost Records. It's been great to see that as well. Speaking of which, Adam, should we go into our next piece?
Yes. Yeah.
And maybe this order has kind of bounced off in a good way because we kind of bleed into Olivia Lepore. Yay! Bounced off from Mary. So as you can see here, Olivia Lepore on Instagram quote tweeted, the Lost Records graphic that they had out, marking, I think it came around about the 7-month anniversary. I think they might post it the day before, but Olivia Lepore posted on Instagram stories, and she bought their 7 months of Lost Records. To mark that, which I think was, it's kind of a big thing. And I think this is Olivia Lepore whilst doing that.
Yeah.
So
pink on
very much like her. Yep. Very Taylor Swift coded. I think that's what she does when she has the Taylor Swift music coming out, and also when she sees
in October
the 7-month anniversary.
Yeah. October's about to be spent.
Indeed. So very, 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 very cool. So we thought we'd share that. And speaking of which, Adam, our next piece of news as well, because I'm going to go into the next one. Am I going to the right order? I'm just double checking this before I keep going, because it's been a bit of a car crash of a podcast so far. Well, yes, we're back on schedule now, so we're going to stick here. So Adam, as you can see here, Edouard Caplain, the Jusant art director, Life is Strange 1 and 2's concept artist, very, very many accolades, as you can see at Juice, at Don't Nod. Put here, done last year for is that her name? Marine Mac, who did the Jusant art book as well. So I think it's is it the Art of Jusant? Yeah, it's Pix'n loves the Art of Jusant book that we've covered before. Thanks to Don't Nod Michelle for the mucho precious feedback.
Yay!
Which is that. And I can obviously bleed it into Michelle's tweets there. As you can see there, Michelle responded as well in French when full out. They put such a cool image. Thanks for the mention, but I didn't do anything.
Of course.
And then what has Edouard put back in? But yeah, totally. It really helped me a lot.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. I'm glad they're still connecting in this way. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice to hear.
Yeah. Very, very cool. I thought that was a pretty response. That oh god, I love Michelle, and also Edouard Caplain as well, who also did like Rachel Amber dirty by putting on a body bag. If you remember that artwork,
Mm.
crazy, crazy, crazy. And Adam, last piece as well, because we'll wrap up here. And as I said, it's not a long one as we've kind of run through all our topics.
Yeah.
If you remember this, we covered this. This was Pix'n Love Games. They put great news: shipments of the long-awaited Ballast. I'm gonna have to do the pronunciation later.
Yes.
The Ballast edition deluxe box of Jusant has begun shipping. The 300 fans who joined the pre-order campaign will be receiving their numbered copies in the coming days. The art book has been expanded with 52 pages.
Whoa.
On top of the
Dang.
originally 300 planned as a tribute to Jusant's rich and unique world. Thank you for your patience. So as you can see
Nice.
it, there it is. We did
Oh,
cover
yeah.
this as well, which is quite crazy. Is anyone in the replies we can see? Oh, someone's got it. Look at that. That says
Wow.
Nicole Rodriguez, who's put here. It's arrived. It's beautiful. Finally got a signed copy of the soundtrack. Been my dream for 2 years.
Ooh.
Signed copy, Adam, of the
Dang.
soundtrack. Do you have a signed copy?
No. Dang. That's amazing that you get one of 300. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's quite.
That's cool.
I think the box is lovely as well.
The box is great. The box looks amazing, dude. I wish I could have gotten this, but I did not. I think it was only Europe that got this.
Indeed, as well. It was a bit. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it. It was a bit spinny for me. Amid other things I've been having to buy and purchase. I will pull it up actually on screen because it's on. I was looking at it before, which was it looks very, very thingy. My laptop's now struggling to, or my Mac's struggling to load pages because we're getting screwed here. Oh, what did I do there? I just closed that down. This is going to be a very, very choppy podcast episode to be edited and turned. Adam, here it is. I'll put it back on screen for the people. If you remember as well, we covered this on StrangeCast and whatnot. There it is.
Yes.
That was the edition. As you can see that.
Oh, man, purple. And that's my favorite color, too.
Indeed. I love purple as well.
Dang.
Purple is my favorite color. Are these just screenshots? See how there's another image. There it is. As you can see that. Oh, God, I keep pulling Jusant image. There it is.
Nice. Ooh, that looks pretty.
Reversible cover. All the other little jazz with their art book. The vinyl looks gorgeous, actually. That is a crazy vinyl.
Oh,
limited edition, Adam, signed by the man himself.
Damn. Who will also be composing for Aphelion, hopefully. We haven't. We don't know, but fingers crossed that he's composing for Aphelion.
Fingers crossed. It would be very, very nice if he is. Yes, so obviously, if you own that, very, very nice for you, nonetheless.
Very nice.
Adam, we're done here with the main topics. As I said, guys, it was just a lot more firing, like rapid fire things. We didn't really have that much stuff here as it is, but it's going to probably be an editing process getting this done. Adam, comment on the podcasts. Should we go into our comment on the podcasts?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is from Blue Jay Samurai on episode 113, side A. I really hope they don't mess up. This is in reference to the Life is Strange TV show and whatnot. I really hope they don't mess this up, considering the fact that this is a choice game that they're making into an adaptation. If they do mess this up, then this could honestly be like Last of Us season part 2. And no offense to Bella Ramsey, because they did their job as an actress or actor. But the way how Craig Mazin writing was and the casting was completely awful. Caitlin Dever?
Yeah, Caitlin Dever. Yeah.
Should have been casted as an older version of Ellie, and if he wanted Bella to still act in season 2, then they should have acted in a flashback in season 2. I also comment this on AP Nerd YouTube video when I see Caitlin acting as Abby in Last of Us Part 2. Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Season 2. I just see a much better version, or a much more better version of Ellie, but just in a villain / anti-villain role. I hope that they do the casting for The Life is Strange right, and hopefully they figure out some other way to do the story. All very interesting points to be made. It's hard to even compare that as well. I find The Last of Us Part 2 so hard to compare because they're so different. Like I know Life is Strange and Last of Us fans have like overlap, but The Last of Us Part 2 is so much easier to make as a TV show. Like that's you
Yeah.
messing that up in terms of like the linear story is written. The whatever I think of The Last of Us Part 2, which is it's an all-time low, my feelings on it. But like, it's still a cohesive I'm not using correct cohesive. It's a story, concentrated story.
Yes.
So it's written from point A to point B. Life is Strange isn't that. Life is Strange is point A to C, but B changes depending on choice. So basically, it's difficult to kind of do it. And like, I think Last of Us lives and dies. Actually, Last of Us does live and die on casting, but I think Life is Strange does as well. But I think you can kind of get away with Life is Strange because if the story's good, then it should be okay.
Sure. But like, there's certain characteristics of Life is Strange that you need to like really cast well for. Like, there's a characteristic of Chloe Price. There is a characteristic of Max Caulfield. They're
Are
very
you
much.
telling me Luc Baghadoust could not play Chloe Price? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Oh no, he has a characteristic. That's what I'm saying. My dream is that Luc Baghadoust plays Chloe Price. That's my dream. But yeah, no, it's kind of crazy, man. It's a little craziness. I don't know. Like we have so much information and yet not enough information at the same time.
Yeah.
So it really could go either way. I'm not negative about the show. I'm just kind of like I'm waiting to watch it. Is what I'm saying. I'm not positive. I'm not negative. I'm just like I would like to see it. I want to see it mostly because Square is involved. I just want to see what Square does with this.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see the changes. It's hard because I just don't like. I've seen the kind of conversation about Emma Myers and Sophie Lillis and stuff like that. And I think people's like I'm going to be really obnoxious stuff. I think people's like thing with Emma Myers is like really limited because like they're basing off of is it Edith Enif, the character from Wednesday, the character she plays in Wednesday.
Yes.
A lot of people are basing it on that. Like I've seen some of the conversation where it's like, oh, she's a lot more popular now, and oh, she plays this character and thing. I'm like, she's an actor, like she can change like her things. And like in terms of her interviews, that's probably the most reflective example of Emma Myers, and she's very max coded, like just in the way she behaves and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm repeating that. But anyway, like yeah, same with Sophie Lillis and stuff. I've seen people like posting things. It's very hard. I think nailing the cast is going to. This is a daunting task for anyone involved. Like, and as I kind of agree with you as well. Like, I have very low expectations, but for different reasons, because I'm looking at the parameters on the project. I'm looking at who's involved. I'm looking at the delivery of it. The fact that it's a choice-based game already is making it a very uphill task as it is. So there's like a lot of things where I'm kind of sitting here neutrally because I need to see something at least. But it's a very daunting role for a young actress, whoever it is, whether it's an unknown or even Emma Myers or Sophie Lillis or anyone who's established to do this game. I think it's a very, very, very tall order. I don't think this is going to be easy to do. And I think I said that very early on. I think that this is such a uphill task for Charlie Covell, Dimitri, Story Kitchen, anyone else involved. Like, best of luck to you, because I would not want to be doing this project because it just seems like very hard. And then and this is where you can compare The Last of Us for me as well, the reception that The Last of Us Part 2 got, because one thing that happens very quickly is if TV shows deliver, great. Game of Thrones, quote unquote, delivered, people loved it. But then you saw the last season and people were like, no. And they like just slammed that show and ends there. And it's like the same with Life is Strange. It could happen the same way. It could start well and then it could be like, whoosh, and it falls off a cliff. And all those things. TV is such a weird medium to make content for. TV shows very much struggle to have the same consistency or good seasons and stuff. Even my favorite TV show of all time, The Lost, the seasons are all over the place because they kept renewing it, changing it, stuff like that. I think it has the perfect ending, even if some people want to dispute that. But I think like the show is so inconsistent. Same with every show. I think even Breaking Bad gets that. People glaze over that. And it's like, I think it's slow. It's a very slow start.
That's what I mean. It's not a perfect show.
Slow.
It's not a perfect show, but like I think it's consistent. It's just it's a very slow show. It's one of those shows that like, hey, just get through season 1. Just get through season 1. That's what I'm just trying to say is like I'm not skeptical either. I just like let's see how this goes. Let's just see how this goes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot to be said and like how it plays out and what goes. So we'll keep staying on that. So thank you for Blue Jay the Samurai for that comment. And we're going to Wizard King Kevin, who I believe is
another
Kestis.
Kevin.
No, that
There
is
we
one of the Kevins. I believe that
Oh,
is
that
Kevin.
is.
That's
That's
Kevin
Kevin Kestis.
Kestis there.
Gotcha,
And
gotcha.
they put.
It's not
I think
everyone.
I think this is a big one actually. True Colors was unique in its own right, just in like Life is Strange 2, in my opinion.
It's a hot take.
I think that's a hot take. At least he said, in my opinion, as well. Like I'm just saying
I
that as well.
agree. I do agree. It was
Yes and
unique.
no.
Yeah, because I agree, and not in the same way that like I think Life is Strange 2 had its fans, and I think here's the thing. I think it's similar in the way of the reception of Life is Strange fans. That you go from Life is Strange 1 to Life is Strange 2, it was such like a wait, we're not getting Max. Like it was just
Yeah.
such a weird feeling, and it kind of like not divided the fans, but more of just like a really like, whoa, okay, I guess we're not
Yeah.
continuing that story. And the same way with True Colors, just kind of saying like, oh, we're not really going for a Life is Strange vibe. Like this is kind of weird. I don't understand what's happening. It was like it was unique in its way of just like trying to tell a story. I don't know. Yeah, but Life is Strange 2 was a little bit more unique in that way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is Strange True Colors is unique in different ways. Like the development, the production, things changing, even the setting and location stuff. It's not unique when the way the game plays out because it's beat for beat Life is Strange 1, as we talked about. It's that soft reboot,
Yeah.
Force Awakens kind of style moment for the game that they're doing it. It does have it has beat for beat a lot of Life is Strange 1 paces where I don't think that makes it unique. Life is Strange 2, I would argue, is more unique because of the story it's telling. That like that's a TV show you could easily adapt, but easily adapt. The choices make it very impactful, but I mean, like it's still linear, like more linear in certain respects because the game is a concentrated story up to the final moment where you have to make a choice with that. And again, things micro change, but they're not enough to sway everything. But anyway, Life is Strange 2 is more unique because it's very concentrated in what it's doing. It's completely different, etc., etc. Yeah, I think that's a hot take. That I can see what you're saying as well. I think like it makes sense from both sides where it's not unique and not it's yes and a no from me. I think like there is more uniqueness to like Life is Strange 2, for example, compared to True Colors. True Colors is a very divisive entry. There's a lot of people that don't like it. I think it's a mixed bag. I have mixed feelings with True Colors because it delivers in certain respects and then other parts it doesn't. It feels like it by the end as well. It's sometimes a question like, did we really what do we achieve in a lot of parts of this game? Like it feels like a little bit flat at times. It kind of reminds me a little. No, double exposure is the worst version of that. Where it feels like you basically get to the end of the game. It's like,
Yeah.
what was the point of this? And it was basically that. That is like where you get with double exposure. True Colors kind of ends abruptly, and it's kind of like, okay, it feels like there's more meat on the bone here we could have tapped into. Which I don't think with Life is Strange 2. I think Life is Strange 2 is more concentrated coming of age, trial and tribulation, etc. So that's that. So yeah, thank you for your comments, guys. It's been really appreciated. And if you do have a comment you want to post it into the next episode, please leave it on this video or the previous one. We'll try and pick one out from either side to just make it a bit more fair. So do let us know your feelings and thoughts and anything, whether it's the amount of edits that are in this podcast or if you don't like Adam's hat or something, just let us know and we'll pick out the best comments and we'll go from there. Adam, spread the freaking arts. What are we spreading?
Yes.
What are you spreading?
You know what, man? I'm repeating it because I actually love it so much, and I don't think enough people are supporting it right now. I'm still not tired of Gosh Diggity's album, Good Luck, Have Fun. And this is the first time that I'm like repeating. Or maybe I've repeated another one, but like, no, I am not tired of this album, dude. I need all of you who are listening to go support this album. Again, Gosh Diggity, and the album is called Good Luck, Have Fun. It's super fun. I'm not going to say it's super unique, but it's really a fun album, dude. The entirety of it. So please slide into their DMs. Just tell them that Casa Garden thinks they're really cool. Wherever, Instagram, whatever, just flood their DM saying that Casa Garden thinks they're cool. And go support this album on Bandcamp or at least stream it. It's really cool, man. Gosh Diggity, Good Luck, Have Fun. I'm repeating it because, dude, I love this album.
Gosh Diggity, indeed. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy. Mine is a visual one, actually.
Oh.
It's like buried in my room with all the other stuff.
Yeah.
This is in my moment of like just craziness and like why not kind of thing, because I've been telling Adam this and I don't usually do this. I don't know why I bought it because I actually wanted the full thing, but I did pick this up, which was interesting.
Whoa.
So it's the
what
Life is Strange 2 vinyls, which was part of the collection. It was part of the big physical collector's edition that they have.
45s?
Yes. So as you
Yeah.
can see here, they come on
What?
different cards. There's 4 of them. Obviously, Jonathan Morelli's original score that comes with this.
That's wild.
So they come with different things. It's part of a physical box that they did. It was like a limited edition. I don't know why I didn't buy the box in the end, but I just bought the vinyl because I was like, actually, I want the vinyl at this point. So again, there's like 4 different versions. That's a beautiful artwork, that one. I think it's really underrated in the series.
Yeah.
And then obviously as well, you have this one as well, which again is another gorgeous piece as well. Great episode as well, Adam. Great episode.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, very, very cool. I bought this. I just wanted it at least because it's like, you know, it's like also as well. Here's crazy. Look at that. The Don't Nod logo.
Yeah.
The
Dang,
old school
man.
Don't Nod logo. So yeah, I afterwards I was thinking maybe I should just bought the collector's edition with like all the stuff. I was like, okay, I'll just buy this for now. So I did buy that, and I was like, okay, cool. And also as well,
next shopping therapy. The next shopping therapy.
Jesus Christ, yeah, the therapy is going on, and also as well, let me just show you one more thing, because I did. So I do own these, but then I thought, you know what, screw it, I'll buy it. So I actually ended up getting these somehow for a cheap discount.
Oh dang!
So it's the Rachel and Chloe, it's sealed, which is crazy.
Oh wow!
One of the weird things in this as well is this. I can't remember if this actually happened when I bought it as well. There's 3 stands in here. So the stands that they have there, there's one there, and there's 2 underneath it here as well.
Weird.
Which I'm kind of thinking, like, hang on a minute, is like, has someone resealed this or not? It's definitely not resealed. It's like with the thing on top of it. But like, this is from 2017, from where before it's not. I think it was 2017 when it released the collector's edition. I got this. My Rachel and Chloe I have, but the feet are like kind of messed up on them. I think like I broke the stands in them. It's like they're stuck in there. So I was like, you know what? I'll buy that for what it is. And then just to add on to that, because this is my most entertaining spread the arts as well. I thought this was quite funny. So in there as well, I got a note from the person that I bought it from, and the top line says, "Thanks for buying, Shaka Bra."
Shaka Bra. That's great.
I thought I'd share with that because I thought, as like Life is Strange tuned as well. I was like, you know what, that's great. And they're like, if you're happy with the purchase, leave your feedback, etc. But I thought that was like a nice little note. So if you are a person that sold me this vinyl, thank you for the Shaka Bra, because I think it's just a very up point. So yeah, this was me spending money on tons of just random stuff, and I'm now broke for the month, and I'm like sitting there praying to get to next week and money. So yes, I think that's a very good way of ending it. So thank you for joining us. I think we'll give a shout out to our patrons first before we move into the outro and stuff. So thank you for supporting us on Patreon, to our producers, Kevin Lackner, Sundy, Clare McLoughlin, YellowFlash, Jake Churchill, Carly, Gordberry, Kevin Kestis, Clarx, MrAnselmi and Spunger. Thank you for supporting us on Patreon. There are Patreon incentives live. There's one that I'm still waiting to do as well because of like scheduling and stuff. And also as well, the Lost Records Journal / StrangeCast podcast crossover will happen as well soon. So there'll be incentive for that. Probably likely is when you get this as well, we've probably already recorded it because we're going to plan to record the weekend after. But we do that monthly. So if you do want to sign up to the Patreon, it's available. Again, all the funds that go into the channel in some way, shape or form. We're just doing little things that I'm trying to work on at the minute. So thank you for joining us, Baus. Thank you for bearing with edits. This podcast has been like a lot of interruptions. For some reason, me and Adam now recording for 30 minutes and his computer has not exploded, surprisingly. So it's kind of been a bit of a blessing to get this last part done. So thank you for joining us. One more time, if you are new here, please do consider dropping a subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, like the video, share with your friends. We've just crossed 2,100 subscribers. We're climbing 2,200. So if you can help us get, that was me like just shutting down that. If you can help us get to 2,200, that would be amazing. And also StrangeCast is available on all podcast services. So available on Spotify with the video version, Apple Podcasts, all of those. So go and check us out, go and support us, go and rate us and download us because you get instant access to episodes as soon as they become available. So again, thank you for joining us. I hope Michelle and Luke's interview is out by now. I hope. I'm like praying that's done by me at this point. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back. The next episode is going to be the crossover podcast Patreon build episode. That'll be coming, I think, in early October now. So yeah. But anyway, stay tuned. We are just over a month away at the time of recording from the double exposure special episode. Woo!
Yay.
Right. We're signing off. See you later, guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.